Today we will study about oscillations. We have studied up till now rectilinear motion and motion of a projectile. Both these motions are repetitive. We have also learnt about uniform circular motion and orbital motion of planet in the solar system. In these cases, the motion is repeated after a certain interval of time. That is, it is periodic. Rocking in a cradle or swinging on a swing, both these motions are repetitive in nature but different from the periodic motion of a planet. Here, the objects move to and fro about a mean position. The pendulum of a wall clock executes a similar motion. There are leaves and branches of a tree oscillating in breeze, boats bobbing at anchor, and the surging position in the engines of a car. All these objects execute a periodic to and fro motion. Such a motion is termed as oscillatory motion. We study this motion in this chapter. The study of oscillating motion is basic to physics. Its concepts are required for the understanding of many physical phenomena. In musical instruments like the sitar, the guitar, or the violin, we come across vibrating things that produce pleasing sounds. The membrane in drums and diaphragm in a telephone and a speaker system vibrate to and fro about their mean position. The vibration of air molecules make the propagation of sound possible. Similarly, the atoms in a solid oscillate about their mean position and convey the sensation of temperature. The oscillation of electrons in the antennas of radio, TV, and satellite transmitters convey information. The description of periodic motion in general and oscillatory motion in particular requires some fundamental concept like period, frequency, displacement, amplitude, and phase. Now the periodic and oscillatory motion. The figure ABC is shown here. ABC in different form. In above figure, the graph between height and time is shown in different cases. It is shown in figure A, B, and C. The first case is climbing on any height by child and then comes back and repeats the process. It looks like figure B when bouncing a ball off the ground between the palm and the ground. The height versus time graph is shown in figure C. It is a section of the parabola for Newton's law of equation of motion. H barabar ut plus half ut square for downward motion, h barabar ut minus half ut square for vertical motion. For different values of u in each case, there are examples of periodic motion. Thus, a motion that repeats itself at regular interval of time is called periodic motion. If the body is given a small displacement from the position, a force comes into play which tries to bring the body back to the equilibrium point, giving rise to oscillation or vibrations. Every oscillatory motion is periodic, but every periodic motion need not be oscillatory. Circular motion is a periodic motion, but it is not oscillatory. Simple harmonic motion is the simplest form of oscillatory motion. This motion arises when the force on the oscillatory body is directly proportional to its displacement from the mean position. Further, at any point is its oscillation, this force is directed toward the mean position. Now the period and frequency, any motion that repeats itself at regular interval of time is called periodic motion. The smallest interval of time after which the motion is repeated is called the period. It is denoted by T and its SI unit is second. The period of vibration of a quartz crystal is expressed in units of microsecond, 10 to the power minus 6 second, abbreviated by μs. On the other hand, the orbital period of the planet Mercury is 88 Earth days. The Halley's comet appears after every 76 years. The reciprocal of T gives the number of repetitions that occur per unit time. This quantity is called the frequency of the period's vibration. It is represented by symbol nu. The relation between nu and T is given as nu barabar 1 by T. The unit of nu is S. Second inverse 1. Second inverse. In the name of scientist Heinrich Rudolf Hertz, it is called Hertz, or 1 Hertz is equal to 1 second inverse or 1 oscillation per second. Now the displacement. As shown in the figure A and B, the first is a block attached to the other end of which is fixed to a rigid wall. The block moves on a frictionless surface. The motion of the block can be described in form of its distance is from the wall. The second figure is an oscillatory sample pendulum. Its motion can be described in terms of angular displacement theta from the vertical. We define the displacement of a particle as a change in its position vector. We use the term displacement in more general sense. The choice of origin is a matter of convention. Consider a block attached to a spring, the other end of which is fixed to a rigid wall as in figure A. It is convenient to measure displacement of the body from its equilibrium position for an oscillating sample pendulum. The angle from the vertical as a function of time may be regarded as a displacement variable as in figure B. The term displacement is not always to be reckoned in the context of position only. There can be many other kind of displacement variables. The voltage across a capacitor changing with time in an AC circuit is also a displacement variable. In the same way, the pressure variations in time into the propagation of sound wave, the changing electric and magnetic field in a light wave are examples of displacement in different contexts. The displacement variable may take both the positive and negative values. In experiments on an oscillation, the displacement is measured for different times.